Welcome back to Auto Vista, where we take you behind the wheel of the most exciting rides hitting the roads. Today, we're talking about something that blends the old-school soul with modern-day muscle, the all-new 2025 Chevrolet vintage pickup truck. And let me tell you right off the bat, Chevy didn't just build a truck, they built a time machine that knows how to throw a punch. Let's get one thing clear. This isn't just a rebadged Silverado or a retro concept tossed into production for nostalgia's sake. No, the 2025 Chevy Vintage is a bold, calculated move from GM to capture that elusive blend of heritage and innovation. It speaks to those who grew up admiring the classic lines of the 60s and 70s Chevy pickups, while still packing every bit of tech and performance today's drivers expect. So whether you're here for the chrome bumpers or the torque, this one's got something for you. At first glance, the Vintage commands attention. The designers reached into the archives and pulled inspiration from the 1967 CK series, bringing back the signature squared-off stance, round LED headlights in classic bezels, and yes, that iconic dual-tone paint job that screams Americana. The high-gloss finish, subtle badging, and modern retro grille give it a presence that's impossible to ignore. It's got that museum-worthy look with just enough aggression to make you believe it's not all show. Under the hood, Chevy's offering two engine options. You've got the 5.3-liter V8 that's been tuned for better fuel efficiency and mid-range power, and then there's the 6.2-liter V8 for those who want the full-throttle, tire-shredding experience. Both come mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission that's buttery smooth and surprisingly responsive. It's rear-wheel drive by default, but of course, there's an optional all-wheel drive system for those who plan to take this beauty off the beaten path, or just want better grip when the weather turns sour. Performance-wise, it's not just about straight-line speed. The Vintage handles better than it has any right to, with adaptive suspension that adjusts to road conditions on the fly. It doesn't float like some older trucks, but it also doesn't jar you like a stripped-down workhorse. Chevy's clearly tuned it for daily comfort with the ability to flex when pushed. And let's not forget, it tows. With up to 9,600 pounds of towing capacity and just over 1,800 pounds of payload, this isn't just a collector's piece. It's a working truck, if you want it to be. Step inside, and you're hit with what might be the best execution of retro-modern design we've seen in a while. The cabin is a masterclass in balance. Classic bench seats are back, but they're heated, ventilated, and wrapped in premium leather. There's real wood trim along the dash, brushed aluminum switches that feel straight out of a vintage aircraft, and an analog gauge cluster that nods to the past, paired with a discreet 12-inch digital display that's seamlessly integrated behind it. It feels familiar, but upgraded in every possible way. The infotainment system runs on GM's latest software, with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even a built-in Alexa assistant. Sound is pumped through a Bose surround system that makes everything from Johnny Cash to Kendrick Lamar sound pitch perfect. There are USB-C ports tucked neatly into the dash, a wireless charger hidden beneath the sliding armrest, and yes, even a hidden compartment behind the rear seats. It's those small touches that show this isn't a gimmick, it's a passion project. And speaking of passion, the attention to detail here is next level. From the retro Chevy bowtie embossed into the leather seats to the throwback needle-style HVAC controls, everything feels like it was designed by someone who actually loves trucks. You can tell the engineers weren't just checking boxes, they were trying to honor a legacy. On the road, the 2025 Vintage is a joy to drive. You get that V8 growl when you want it, hushed quiet when you don't. Visibility is great thanks to the high ride and tall windows, and the turning radius is shockingly good for a full-size pickup. The brakes are solid, steering has weight to it, and there's even a sport mode that tightens things up if you're feeling bold. Highway cruising is effortless, and around town, it's surprisingly maneuverable for something this big. Safety features. Oh yeah, it's loaded. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, automatic emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert, the works. Chevy made sure this wasn't just a retro ride, but a smart one too. There's even a 360-degree camera system that makes parking this beauty a whole lot less stressful. Now let's talk about customization. Chevy's offering the Vintage in 4 trims, each with its own unique personality. There's the base model for purists who want that raw, stripped-down charm. The mid-range Premier model gives you a nice balance of luxury and utility. Then there's the high country variant with full chrome accents and premium everything. And finally, there's the Z71 Off-Road Edition for those who want to take this classic-inspired beast into the wild. It comes with skid plates, an upgraded suspension, and some seriously mean tires. Pricing starts just under $50,000, which might raise a few eyebrows, but when you consider the craftsmanship, the performance, and the tech packed into this truck, it makes a pretty strong case. Fully loaded, you're looking at around $72,000. Not cheap, but then again, this isn't your average pickup. It's a statement, a rolling tribute to an era when trucks were built like tanks and styled like icons. At the end of the day, the 2025 Chevrolet vintage pickup truck is more than a nostalgic nod. It's a bridge between eras, a classic made modern. For fans of old-school trucks who've been waiting for something that feels authentic without being outdated, this might just be the one. And for younger buyers who want a ride with soul and swagger, this thing's got it in spades. So, would I recommend it? Absolutely. It's bold, beautiful, and built like a legend. Chevy didn't just revive a look, they revived a feeling. And in a world full of copy-paste designs and tech overload, that feeling, that's priceless. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more in-depth looks at the hottest rides on the market. Drop a comment below, would you rock the vintage, or are you waiting for Ford and Ram to clap back? Either way, you know where to find us, right here on Auto Vista.